All right, guys. I want to make this a quick stream. It's not going to be a long one, but we have some things to discuss. I don't expect that this stream will go past half an hour. So 7:30 max is how long I plan to go for this stream. But I really did have something I wanted to share. So how you guys doing? Let's get this thing on the road. Just let me know when you guys are here. Put hey in the chat. Sorry, I just got to tell my folks. Excuse me. Let me just go over to so I can monitor this thing. It should show up on my thing. Okay, there you go. It should show up on my thing. Okay, there you go. See, so I'm talking about. You see how it has live chat? I didn't even notice that you said hey. What's up? What's up? Ayla, Allah, Kahir. What's up, brother Nero? Hey, Nathan. Okay. You guys, your live chat is really, it's not even showing up on my screen. Like, this is, now I have to look from on my phone. Because it's not showing up on my screen at all. Thing's broken. Yeah, so I'm just going to take out the volume. Because, yeah, it's not showing up on my screen, so I can't see anything you guys are seeing just on my phone. So when you guys think I'm just going to be looking on my phone to answer, and to read out you guys' chats. I do need to figure out another way to do this, though. Another way to do these streams. All right, guys, so we have a lot to discuss when it comes to Bliss and Fiend. I did say that, again, I'm just fulfilling another obligation that I made on Monday about doing another stream to discuss what went down. Because on Monday, we just kind of just bypassed a lot of the stuff and really didn't discuss much of it. We never really went into deep conversation about it. We just kind of got hype, and then pretty much that was it. And at the end of the stream, we just recapped the show, gave our ratings, and called it a night. So again, I'm just fulfilling an obligation to what I said about going into deeper depths and deeper detail. Now, if you guys have been following what I've been saying so far, you guys do understand the perspective that I'm looking at when it comes to the story and the theory that I've come up with. So if you've been following me and you've noticed the community posts that I post, then you would realize that there's one where I give a little theory of what I'm thinking, and there's a lot more to it. I just didn't want to type too much, even though it was pretty much already pretty much an essay. You know what I'm saying? But I thought that it's best that if I do the stream, then I can fully explain what it is that I'm trying to get across when it comes to this theory, and to make sense of a lot of the stuff. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that may feel confused by the storyline and whatnot, understandably so, because, again, they're not really revealing everything in 1 week. So we have to just take our time. And as time goes on, we'll see whether it makes sense or whether it doesn't. I'm sure it will. But, we got to wait as each episode of Raw comes out, which you guys will be here with me on the journey with, since I'm going to start trying to do those live streams more. Don't have school, so it's not that there's not much of a problem. Now, I know Nathan did ask me what it was that I was trying to say when I was explaining. Again, if you've seen the community post where I kind of gave a little description of the story itself, where that way you don't have to eliminate what happened with the Fiend. You don't have to eliminate what happened so many years ago with Alexa from pretty much when she came into the WWE, because of what they made it seem like when she was giving out her promo about Lily just being a doll that's been there her whole entire life. You don't have to eliminate that with the theory that I gave out now. So I explained to Nathan just the other day about the Lily doll crossing over with the Fiend when he was brought back, and there's just been so many clues for me. Even with the story of Samson and Delilah, but we'll get there. So I'm gonna just explain real quick, and then you guys give me your thoughts, your theories, and what it is that you're thinking. Um, so basically, during that time, okay, she was loyal to the Fiend, and she was thinking about the Fiend and bringing back the Fiend, right? But even after completing all those acts of witchcraft and whatnot, and she succeeded, Lily must have crossed over with the Fiend and started to prey on the emotions of Alexa, that want power, that want to be on top. And we've kind of already kind of discussed this, but just because um, last Rob pretty much gave us more clues to it, right? And what she said previous on the previous week of Raw never matched up with anything she was saying last week, because what she was saying last week now made it sound like Lily just came into her life, and that probably was the case at the time. But as she continued to spend some more time with Lily, by the next time, by the Raw that just passed, um, she's basically has had all her memories and whatnot altered with, right, to make her loyal to Lily, so that she can do what Lily wants her to do. Now, if you search up Lilith or the demonic force Lilith, you would understand what Lilith was all about, and pretty much that concept again was power. We discussed this on Saturday. So was it Saturday or Sunday? I think it was Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday. So we discussed that on Saturday. So it's pretty much the same thing. It's just her preying on the emotions of Alexa that want that, and fiddling with her memories to think that this doll has actually been in my life this whole entire time. You know what I'm saying? Um, Again, another thing to prove is that when she was on top of that box-like structure, or the Jack in the Box at WrestleMania, you can audibly hear the Fiend. If you listen carefully, you can audibly hear him say "how." He says "how," okay, and that must have been that he's like, so wait, I can't recognize you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not recognizing Alexa. This is not Alexa Bliss. This is someone else. He probably recognized that was Lily, and was like, wait, how the hell are you here? Like, you're supposed to be back in Limbo, which in theory is the home of the Fiend and whatnot, and any other really demonic force, right? So, with that being said, again, if we make this theory actually a thing, if this is actually the way the story is going, then you don't have to eliminate 2014 to 2019 Alexa. You know what I'm saying? She was completely normal then. There was no Lily. Not until WrestleMania, Lily came into her life, started altering her memories, and now she thinks that Lily's been. Okay, so when you're raising up a kid, right, it's hard to change someone by that time. Their opinions and whatever is already formed. Sorry. Let me pull this up. Let me make sure I'm keeping track. Well, everything you guys are saying, just give me a sec. So yeah, when you're a kid, it's easier for a parent. A parent will guide their kids, because at that time you're still in a stage of when you're still forming your morals and your values and whatnot, right? So it's easier to change a kid's mind and get them to understand different things and teach them when they're younger. But when you're an adult, all your what you've been taught is already formulated in your brain, whatever. So you can understand why now Lily had to make sure that I altered the memory from when she's young. That will make her absolutely loyal to me, because now she thinks that I've been an influence to her from when she was a kid, right? So that's gonna make it hard for anyone to change her mind now that Lily never existed or whatever, because now she's thinking that yeah, she has. She's been there from when I was a kid. So why shouldn't I not listen to Lily? You know what I'm saying? So that's where I came up with that theory. Two, we also have to look at the picture of Samson and Delilah. Maybe we're looking at it too. We're just looking at the whole thing, Samson and Delilah. We're not really looking at what it really was. You know what I'm saying? We're just looking at Samson, Delilah, Delilah betrayed Samson, but we also have to look at the Philistines and Samson as well. The Philistines, okay, again, just to remind, I'm a Christian, so I know about this story. The Philistines were Samson's natural enemy, right? And they got Delilah to do their dirty work. You know what I'm saying? So the Philistine, aka Lily, gets Delilah, aka Alexa, to do her dirty work because she don't like the Fiend. So she came across the border with the Fiend to destroy the Fiend. You guys get what I'm saying? Mm-mm. Okay, hold on. I just want to make sure this thing is caught up. And we're good to go here. Okay, so yeah, so with her, okay, messing with her memories, that also creates loyalty, right? Placing um the idea that Lily has been here from when I was young, whatnot. So now that creates the loyalty aspect, right? Again, Lily, Philistine, that's what she is. She's the Philistines. Alexa is Delilah, and the Fiend is Samson, right? So again, Lily knows the secrets to the Fiend, tells Alexa. Alexa will be able to destroy the Fiend when that time comes. Again, we have to also understand that Lily is all about power. She's all about gaining power. There's no really specific reason, which is Fuss, the reason why she is a bad person, an evil person, because she really doesn't have a reason to be evil. She just is. You know what I'm saying? She wants to be on top, which is why you can also understand why um, the women in the division are seen as inferior, seen as enemies because she wants to be on top, right? Again, preying on the emotion of Alexa as well, that wants to be powerful, right? So there could have been a case where Lily literally just came into Alexa's life and said, "Listen, Alexa, I can offer you this and this and this if you do this and this and this for me," right? And obviously, she's thinking that I don't know if I can influence her all for the whole time, so I have to tinker with her memories. Hmm. Makes sense, but what if she needed the power of the Fiend to have Lily get awakened because Alexa was a goddess? What if? Um, well, yeah, that's like basically the base of what I'm trying to say is that I just realized. Hold on, let me switch this over to my actual thing because I have it on the wrong thingy. Maybe that's why it's moving. Hold on, give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. Let me just go to my. There you go. Oh, okay. So what is it? I feel like WWE is trying to present this as genuine. Also, I doubt WWE has the foresight to do memory manipulation story. Would make most sense though. Um, yeah, I just don't think it's WWE created. That's actually the people that are writing this. If it's Bray, then definitely that Bray has the capabilities um to write memory manipulation. But if it is WWE genuinely, you can easily just do memory manipulation. There you go. It makes sense. Understand for the most part. Um, Hold on. I gotta make sure this. Gotta make sure we're having the connections established here. Hold on. I got. All right, yeah, I had to switch over. Okay, so back to what I can say. I can understand if most people are thinking that's genuine because people are just are traumatized by certain stories in the past that WWE has put out that are not consistent, don't make sense, yada yada. But I don't think they're the ones that have control over this. I think it's actually Bray Wyatt that's helping Alexa with this, and if it is, then really there is a high possibility that it could be a manipulation. And things from what she said last week don't make sense with what she said this week, right? So we have to just be aware. Again, we're not going to get everything in 1 week. We still have to see what happens on the following Raw and the Raw after that and whatnot. Just um, to fully decide whether it actually is a memory manipulation or just them actually trying to be genuine about it. You know what I'm saying? Because then if they're not, then they're gonna have to truly, honestly, they're gonna have to find a way to explain it to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Again, I have nothing against um Alexa being in the women's division and wreaking havoc or them being apart or no, I don't care. Like that does not bother me at all. Um that's fine with me. It's just that in terms of the plot holes and whatever, I would you got less people complaining, less people bitching about it. It's you know what I'm saying? Like you have a lot of people who are criticizing and whatnot. And I'm like, I don't understand why we can't hold on to those criticisms, opinions, until after what else is left to be revealed. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that I will crack down on WWE once I see that they've revealed everything and it doesn't make sense. If I have to crack down on them, I will. And if it does make sense, then I will praise them for making it make sense. You know what I'm saying? But I am waiting until everything is done. Not because I see Bray Wyatt this week or things don't make sense this week. I'm just assuming that the story is horrible and it's crap. No, that's not really the smart way to go about things. It's best if you wait and you see how things play out. In all sense of the word, yes, amazing guy. I agree that Bray should, get the win over Orton, and I think he will. To answer Brother Nero, is Bray still a long term? I think he is. Again, let's be careful here. We don't see Bray this week does not mean that he's done for and there's nothing for him to do. You know what I'm saying? That very much could be the plan of the story. What I'm trying to say is this. Yes, we may have our doubts and whatnot, but the best thing to do is to wait until everything is revealed before we start saying anything. Don't say anything until we see everything. We got to see everything first before we start saying anything. For us to start assuming stuff and start thinking that, Bray's done for, they're not doing anything with him, to think that Alexa Bliss stole his thing or Alexa Bliss doesn't make any sense or to do whatever. No. I think the best way to go about things is to either try to put two and two together, create theories, and try to make things make sense, or to wait to see what happens. And if it doesn't make sense at a later date when everything else is revealed and we see what happens and we see what happens to Bray and whatnot, then yeah, you can crack down on it all you like. But for now, we must wait and see what happens first. Well, you see, that's what I'm saying. There's ways for us to think, because at the end of the day, again, I'm not saying that none of what I'm saying is canon. The whole memory manipulation or whatever, there's very much high possibility that it isn't canon. But I'm also saying that this is a good way for them to use memory manipulation for a lot of the things that may be seen as plot holes to fill that in. You know what I'm saying? Because even if we use what Brother Nero said earlier about people saying it doesn't make sense or whatever, where he says, I hear a lot of people saying that it doesn't make sense because Alexa was normal before, but did Alexa say Lily has been there for her career? She showed pictures from specifically her childhood. Even that, people will find a way for that to not even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to go like, well, what the heck? She said Lily has been a part of her life this whole entire time and whatnot. So how are they going to explain the whole career thing? Again, a lot of people are just trying to, I see the people who will try to put two and two together or try to create theories for things to make sense. But then you have people who are just, they're not with it. They're not, you know what I'm saying? And they just want to be spoon fed instead of using their brain cells. Because in my personal opinion, there's no way. There is no way. Because I've never seen it done. There's no way you can just erase everything that she's done before and just pretend like it's never happened. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen it done. I've never seen that ever done in WWE. There is no way they would actually come up with something like that and just forget and say, yo, we're going to chop off everything that she did before. So she's never had, she's not a 5 women's champ. She's not whatever. She's not a 5-time women's champion or whatever. She didn't win the first elimination chamber. She never did this and that because none of that stuff, that Alexa Bliss never existed. There's no way. There's no way. It doesn't make sense. And if Bray is the one that's in control of her character and is the one that's writing the story, then again, I feel like, at the end of the day, if it's him, it's going to make sense at the end of the day. But I just wouldn't assume, considering, I have to wait. I got to wait and see everything else unfold before I start making judgments because I don't want to look stupid at the end of the day. I don't want to be fending for one side and then things change up and then all of a sudden I'm on that bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? No. It's not the smart way to go about things. Sometimes I feel like you just gotta chill, you gotta wait, you gotta see, and then when everything's revealed, I'll start talking. So it's definitely a what, Nathan? Yeah. Again, Brother Nero, you don't even have to take what I'm saying as, again, none of what we're saying is even canon. But there's ways to fill those plot holes. That's all I'm saying. So we gotta see what WWE does the coming week, to fulfill, if they do, to fill in those plot holes. You know what I'm saying? Um, One thing I'm tired of hearing though is people keep saying Bray's written off. The man didn't show for 1 week. 1 week. And the last time I checked, the week before this week, he fully said that it's going to be a new start. Like, he didn't show for 1 week. And the 1 week, he doesn't show up for it. Everybody thinks he's written off of TV and he's not going to show up again. I don't know where that's coming from. Couldn't we say Alexa and Lily were together for childhood, separated somehow? Alexa became normal. Lily was banished into limbo, and Alexa reunited with her during her rituals this year. Yes, we can, Brother Nero. Very much so. Again, that's another way to fill in the plot hole. That would make sense too. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, there's multiple ways to do it. You know what I'm saying? You can go with what I'm saying with the memory manipulation, or we can go with what Brother Nero said. You know what I'm saying? That way you don't have to erase what she's done in the past, because they're going to refer to it when she's wrestling matches. You know this. This is what they have to do. They're going to refer to her being this champion and whatnot. They're not going to treat her like she's a whole new person or a whole new being, or she never think. And if they do go about this, how the hell are you going to return her back to her regular state? Do you even plan to return her back to the goddess? So, I mean, I could care less, to be honest, because I like this one better. But I mean, again, if you do plan to do that, you're not going to just throw everything together and say, well, yeah, now she's back to normal. No. There's going to have to be a way for them to tie all of that in. So I don't doubt the writers like that, man. I don't. You know what I'm saying? The only person I ever doubt is just Vince. And that's just because he's old. But if it's in the control of Bray Wyatt's hand, then he should be good. Or she should be good. She also said that what you said there, bro. All I'm saying is, again, I have nothing against her going into the women's division, being a monster and absolutely wrecking havoc, okay? But I also just want to clear up the idea and the fact that the Fiend and Bray Wyatt are not dead. They're still characters on the show, and they will do what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, I've seen a lot of people say that they've killed the Fiend's momentum. They've done this, they've done that. Okay, and they can easily that back up, because even if you're not for it for a while, when he starts winning bare matches and whatnot, and you start seeing him being a destructive force, you're going to hop back over and say, yo, the Fiend, they can kill momentum and build up hype. It's a vice versa thing. It's not that hard for them to do. They can. And if you want a good example, again, I'm just to say it, it's pretty redundant for me to continue to repeat this. Bobby Lashley. It's just the way people have to stop looking at things so negatively and start thinking more positive. He's not dead. Like, again, like I said, I don't know who thinks, like, who watches The Fiend and Alexa for story, for wrestling, but I watch it for story, because I know what they're doing is telling a story. This is why I don't get upset whether he wins or loses, because I know it's for story. Maybe her parents threw Lily away and Alexa kept hurting people and blaming it on the doll, then she went back to normal. That can explain her career up to now. Yeah, if they don't go down the memory manipulation route, that's definitely a thing, Brother Nero. They could do it in any way. Plus, people thinking that Alexa has stealing the Fiend's gimmick and killing Bray. No, because if that's the case, then how the hell did Bray show back up the night after WrestleMania? You know what I'm saying? I was going to do a stream the other day about how fed up I am with certain wrestling fans. I really was. And my main topic obviously was going to be this and what I was seeing, because I'm like, I can't believe people are really like this. I'm like, instead of using your brain, you just want everything spoon-fed to you. You know what I'm saying? Or instead of waiting and being observant before you start ranting or fanboying, you just start writing things completely off and having this negative outlook before everything could be revealed. And then, like, it's like sheep. It's like sheep. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to diss anyone's intelligence, but that's basically what it is. You know what I'm saying? And then they come in and they start talking all kind of shit. And then a couple weeks from now, when stuff start making sense, everybody just wants to hop back over, and that's when I'm gonna get pissed, because it's like, bro, you were talking trash just the other day. You really were, and it makes no sense. Bray's not done, because if he was done, he wouldn't show up the same Monday that she showed up to and was talking about Lily. He wouldn't show up the next Monday. I don't know where people get their shit from, bro. It's just stupid. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's just dumb. We gotta wait and see what happens before you start talking. Don't talk until you see what happens. Wait and see, and then talk. It's okay for all of us to have our opinions. If, again, when everything's revealed, if you decide to rant and it doesn't make sense, that is fine. There's nothing, because at least, okay, you wait to see everything and you're like, okay, yeah, none of it's added up. There you go. But nah, Bray misses one shot. The guy fully said, this is a brand new start for me and the other Fireflies. It's just that people are walking into it with such negative outlook. They're like, oh, the Fiend lost. They see him show up at Firefly Funhouse, and they're like, this guy's not saying anything. He's not saying anything. Bray clearly doesn't even care about what people are thinking anyway. He doesn't care about the critics. He doesn't care about what other fans are thinking. You know what I'm saying? Because he's still going to do what he wants to do. And at the end of the day, let's be honest, people are still going to love it. Because I'm pretty sure the last time I checked, like just a year ago, people are shitting on Bobby Lashley. And now people are praising this guy Bobby Lashley's name and talking about rivalries with Brock Lesnar and whatnot. Like, come on. She never steals his gimmick. As a matter of fact, Alexa's Playground is nothing like the Funhouse. It's not bubbly, it's not jumpy, it's not nothing. As a matter of fact, it's just dark. That's what it is. There's the difference. There's a difference between their character. There's a fundamental difference, and they're still bound. They're like still, but like they're still a part of each other's, what do you call it, world, universe. You know what I'm saying? If she could still mention him and he can still mention her, they're still a part of each other's universe, bro. It's like the MCU. You know what I'm saying? It's like the MCU. I don't know if you want to call it the Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss universe, but they're still a part of the same universe. They still remain inside of the same universe. You know what I'm saying? It's just Alexa's Playground from the theme. From the theme, it's a distorted version. From the way she's presented, it's darker. There's a difference. There's a fundamental difference between her and him. There's a fundamental difference between her and him. People are just scared because they didn't see him show up for 1 week and they're like, gone. He's not gone, because when he starts showing up again, he starts destroying people again, people are just going to hop right. See, now I'm going to start ranting. Dude, it's not a gimmick. If it was a gimmick, it's only a gimmick. Like, it's her thieving. If it was, okay, it would only be her thieving his gimmick if the Fiend honestly never existed, if he ended up, like, just actually being eliminated at this point. You don't see him anymore and you don't see Bray anymore. Then you can call it whatever. But it's not, because he still exists and he's still around. They're just in the same universe. Again, people are not using their brain. They get scared because they didn't see him show up for 1 week. There you go. Alexa could show up. Alexa probably won't show up this week coming. And Bray shows up. I wonder what people are going to say then. Oh my God, where's Alexa? She's buried. She's done. When they fully just said, they've clearly made it. It's both. They've clearly made it a thing that both of them have different things to do. They have, like, it's a new time period for both of them. It's been clearly said. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the comprehension? Where's the skills? Where's the comprehension skills? What's going on here? Again, this is why I have a problem with them building characters a certain way, because they have to understand, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's called WWE, a lot of people still don't get the fucking memo that this shit's a production. It's entertainment. It is entertainment. It's not an actual sport. Okay? It's a production. It's a sport made to be a production. WWE. Just in case you didn't know. If you're watching the product, WWE. That's what it's made out to be. It's not just wrestling. Okay, these people come out, they do their acting too and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? If you want to watch something that's straight up sports, straight up wrestling, go watch New Japan, where they don't really focus on them thing that character builder, gimmick, or none of that. It's just wrestling and treat it like an actual sport. WWE is production. For God's sake, these people be taken out of WWE and they go to Hollywood and start acting. That alone should tell you it's a production. It's entertainment. Anything is possible in WWE, bro. I don't know. Listen to me. Like I said, vice versa, brother Nero. Vice versa. You can say someone is buried, and by next year, you're riding that person's dick. Forgive my language. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I like that. I like that analogy that you made, Nathan. It was a good analogy that the ice cream could signify and symbolize the championship and the fact that she's willing to hurt anyone to get to the championship belt. I like that analogy. It makes sense. I don't understand why people keep coming to the Fiend and thinking that this guy is just a wrestler. He's not just a wrestler. If you haven't seen by now, the man's supposed to be a supernatural character, okay? And he doesn't win every match. This is why I'm going to have a problem with Karrion Kross when they bring him up. This is why there's going to be a problem. Because you see, as soon as Karrion Kross loses a match, watch how many people are going to be freaking, Karrion Kross is buried. It's not always about wrestling, my guy. Sometimes it's about the storyline. It's about what they're trying to get done. And sometimes what they need to get done, requires for somebody to lose. And sometimes that somebody that has to lose has to be the character themselves that you think is so overpowered. Because if that wasn't the case, there wouldn't be much of a story. But that's what I'm saying. Eventually, they're going to get tired of Bobby Lashley. It happens to every wrestler. This is why WWE doesn't even listen to the fans. It doesn't matter what you say. They don't care about what you guys have to say. They don't care about what any of us have to say. Because at the end of the day, these fans, they're so toxic. They never know what they want, and everything's always an issue for them. Again, it's just a whole different opinion thing. You know, that's just human nature. It's naturally just the way humans work. It's how they are. Again, I'm still going down the route of memory manipulation. I just think that Alexa's been toyed around with in terms of memory. That Lily has not been there the whole entire time. And that she came across when the Fiend was brought back. Lily came across with the purpose of destroying the Fiend. Followed him back to Alexa. And now she's going to use Alexa to get to the Fiend. Same way the Philistines used Delilah to get to Samson. You get what I'm saying? When people saw what Bray post, they only looked at the Samson Delilah aspect. So they're just looking at betrayal. But they're not looking at the full story of Samson Delilah. The Philistines used Delilah to get to Samson. Lily's using Alexa to get to the Fiend. You get what I'm saying? Makes perfect sense. And again, Bray's the one that's in control of Alexa's character right now. This is why I keep saying that when they keep saying Bray's buried and he's dead, it's not done. And eventually, him and Alexa will be bucking heads. You can assure that. And remember, I said it. You can even mark it down, record it, take a clip of this. And remember, I said it. And when it does happen, and if it doesn't happen, you guys are free to stomp on me and make me look stupid all you want. But if it does, okay. That's all I'm saying. That's why I'm just waiting for Monday, because I want to see what happens on Monday. And even if a funnels doesn't happen or even a playground doesn't happen, I'm not getting worried. I'm not getting worried because I'm going to see what happens. All I'm saying is people are so quick to naturally assume and have negative outlooks instead of trying to be positive and focus on what it is that this is, that the Fiend Alexa is. It's not just wrestling. It's a story. It's not just wrestling. It's not all about wrestling. I know these people are getting, what is the WWE product? First of all, do you even know what the WWE product is? You're here asking a question about what is the WWE product right now? Because you're there for just the wrestling. You're not paying attention to storylines or whatever. Again, I'm a sucker. Presents is the deep lore. I've never truly been a fan of demonic characters. Again, because demonic character. I've never really been a fan of that stuff. But Bray presents this with deep lore and whatever enough to make me interested to follow these characters because I've never really been a fan of dark characters. I never was. If you watch the first video I did on my favorite video, I made that clear and I said that I never really did like dark characters. But Bray has made this thing interesting enough for me to actually like follow and say, oh, there's actually some lore to this. All right, I'm interested enough to watch. And from then, I don't care if he wins or if he loses. I care about what is the story that he's trying to solve. That's what I care about. Because everybody thinks the Fiend is all about wrestling, and that's not what it is. The Fiend's very build is based off a story. And I don't know how anybody hasn't gotten used to that yet. Like, why didn't you understand? Demon possession, Nathan. Demon possession. Lily's possessing Alexa. Is the best way I can answer that. Why they're dressing up. Why she looks like Alexa now. Or Alexa looks like her. Whatever. Alter ego, just like the Fiend with the Bray Wyatt. Think of them as a separate person, but really they're just basically the same person. Some of these fans are just worse. Like, how about these prissy prancers trying to cancel Roman Reigns? Whatever. Just wondering, it's just like how they try to cancel John Cena. Like, now people are missing that nigga John Cena now. Just wondering what could have the difference, because from 2 last playgrounds, she was in 2 different personalities. Again, more storytelling. Just storytelling. At the end of the day, storytelling. Belts, win, losses all mean nothing with the Fiend. It's all about storytelling. Well, you know what? You know why Halloween is lit? People don't get that. People are still stuck on the fact that people are still thinking that the Fiend is all about wrestling. And I'm like, I don't understand. You mean, okay, there's perfect examples of him showing you that sometimes when he loses, it's for story. Look at when he lost to who was it again? He lost to Goldberg. What did he say about that? I had to so I could get to freaking John Cena. Championship off of me so I could get to John Cena. Why he take the championship belt off of who was it? Seth Rollins, so he could get to Daniel Bryan. That perfectly should show you this is about storytelling. It's not about wins. It's not about how many times I lose. It's not about none of that. That's not what it's about. And just because he never showed up for 1 show, even if he didn't show up for 2 shows, that does not mean the Fiend is buried. That doesn't mean Bray is gone. And if you want examples, the best one I can give, and I will always give to everybody, is how you doing? Nothing glorious. I can give to AKA Cool TV. And the best example I can give to everybody, and I will always give, is Bobby Lashley. Simple. Okay, Roman Reigns became a heel, and everybody was with Roman Reigns. They were all about Roman Reigns. They're all about the tribal chief, and now look at Roman Reigns. They did the same stuff with John Cena. They would do the same stuff with people like Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, whoever it is. They do it to every wrestler. And it's like, this is why WWE doesn't care. Because at the end of the day, they're still getting what they want out of the fans. They're still getting the reaction, and these fans are still going to show up the next week just to see what Alexa Bliss or Bray have to say. Even with them complaining so much, they're still going to show up. So why would WWE be listening to the fans? Because the fans themselves don't even know what they want. WWE still has, at the end of the day, first and foremost, they're a business. So they're going to do what's best for business. And that's what they're doing right now. Whether people like it or not, they don't give a damn. It doesn't matter. So at the end of the day, the best way to go about things is to stop looking at things with a negative outlook and walk into the things with a positive outlook. That's why there's so many problems in the world. Because people are just so negative. Nobody has a positive mindset these days. Lily and Samuel, the Fiend, could have known each other for eons before Alexa Lily met, whenever that was, and before the Fiend found Bray. It's only because Clickbaiter on YouTube said that the Fiend was gone and he was going in AEW. Complete fake, and people trust him. People trust Dave Meltzer. It's about wins and losses, you geek. Who are we calling a geek? Oh, there's no way this guy's talking about me. There's no way. Alexa liked my comment on TikTok when I said Lily finna make Alexa destroy the whole women's division. Don't call him a geek. Thank you, Nothing Glorious, for defending me. AL, listen, dude, Quadir, how the freak you pronounce your name? Listen, hey, you don't gotta be here, bro. You don't have to agree with me. I don't give a damn. The truth of the matter is, it's about storytelling. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Simple. You're insane if you're continuing to entertain Alexa and the Fiend if you don't like shit. If you don't like it, why the hell are you watching it, bro? I don't like Sasha Banks, so I don't watch things with Sasha Banks. Don't be stupid. Don't come up in here and start trying to. Don't do that shit. I'm not one of them YouTubers. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Don't try to create discourse in my life. You can cut. Drew McIntyre, he has a mid card heel. Stoogen 40 or 40 figures, and everyone said push him. They pushed him, and he got over. And now they're tired of it. It's natural, man. It is what it is, bro. Humans are a confusing species. Bro, listen, you guys don't pay attention to him, bro. Like, he doesn't have to be here. I don't know why he's here. Yo, you can go ahead and dislike the live if you want. It doesn't really matter. Sasha Bank fans are so annoying. Listen, all I'm saying simple as this. All I'm saying is the Fiend's not about wins or losses. It's about if you can't get with that memo, if you cannot understand that, stop watching it. Simple. Stop entertaining it. Stop watching it. It is not that hard to do. Go find something else that you like. Like that's all I'm saying. Listen, all I'm saying is for even fans like you, Mr. Quadir, okay, is to start having a positive outlook. Start trying to understand what is being told here. Okay? Try to at least understand what's being sold here. Try to at least understand that and stop going into things negative. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna be talking all this shit now. And then when the Fiend starts winning matches and he starts becoming a fan favorite, everybody's going to start jumping back on that train. And you're just going to end up looking stupid. That's what I'm saying. Instead of us assuming that Bray Wyatt is written off of the TV, we need to wait and see what happens first. If it is so what it is, then yes, fine. You're free to rant and whatever. That's fine. But for now, it's only the second week after WrestleMania and they barely even developed a card for WrestleMania Backlash. How do you not know that the Fiend is going to go face Randy Orton and then absolutely destroy him? And people are going to go, oh my God, that was such a good match. I love it. Oh my God. But you were just talking trash like how many weeks ago about the Fiend? Wait to see what happens first. Listen, Nothing Glorious, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. People are always offended by other people's opinion. You get what I'm saying? If someone told me that they didn't like Alexa Bliss, and they didn't like The Fiend, if they didn't like John Cena, if they didn't like John Morrison, they didn't like The Miz, that's them. That's your opinion, and that's fine. What I fail to understand is how you jump and find yourself, okay, entertaining yourself with a wrestler that you don't like, okay, and then going in there and trying to ruin it for the fans that do like them. I'm not a big fan of Sasha Banks' character. Mind you, she's a good wrestler. Never going to take that away from her. I'm not a fan of Charlotte. She's a good. Never can take that away from her. They can do more and a lot more than what I could ever do in the ring. Right? But I wouldn't go and entertain something, okay, that's dealing with Charlotte and start talking shit to go and ruin the people that are there that enjoy it. You like her. I'm not going to come and ruin that for you. That's you. Besides, my opinion will never matter to you guys anyway. I can't change anything that you're saying. Again, it would be complete insanity for me to entertain something that I just don't like, that I can't get with it. You know what I'm saying? People just get upset with people's thing. Listen, if WWE doesn't say anything about it, that means that this guy, he should be fine. So, you know what I'm saying? Until I see something from WWE, I check WWE. I check them. Until I see something from them, yes, there is a possibility that he did hurt his shoulder, but I don't think it's one of those severe ones. Exactly, the Fiend is a demand. Yeah, exactly. Why would you care about a wrestling match like that? At the end of the day, what does he care about? Destroying his opponents, getting rid of his opponents. Do what he again at the end of the day. When Bray kissed Rambling Rabbit and said, "Bet you didn't see that coming," that was him answering the critics. That was him saying to the critics that basically, bro, listen, I treat you guys with love, but I really don't care what anybody else has to say about my Fiend character. At the end of the day, he's still gonna be built up. Okay, he's still gonna get built up again, and we'll see in the future. We have to wait first before we start making our comments. That's all I'm saying. You're free to have an opinion, and that's fine. But I'm suggesting that we wait to see what happens first before we start making our final opinions and start acting like, yo, everything that we're saying is correct. Because I swear, some of these people come here and say things with such conviction. You know, they're coming in, they're making their comments, and they're saying it with such conviction, strong conviction that, yeah, it's over for the Fiend. He's done. He's done. He's done. Like, listen, again, I'm going to say this to you again, Mr. Quadir. 1, you're free to leave. 2, just because Bray never showed up for a week doesn't mean the boy's buried. It doesn't mean. And again, you need to remember, the Fiend is not about wins or losses. He's not. That's a fact. I don't understand how people like yourself haven't gotten used to that yet. He's lost matches. Do you not understand? And then again, you will see WrestleMania Backlash. If he faces Randy Orton and completely destroy Randy Orton, I just want to see you guys have the same conviction and continue to talk that the Fiend. If he wins against Randy Orton at Backlash, I want you to come back to another live. If I ever do a live and you're around and you show up on this, I want you to come and tell me that the Fiend is buried. I really want you to come and tell me that the Fiend and Bray is buried. Again, you are free to have an opinion. All I'm saying is wait. See what happens first before you start ranting or fanboying. Just wait and see what happens first. That's all I'm saying. Because then you're gonna end up looking stupid if you run back in and start hopping on the bandwagon and say, "Oh yeah, Bray is the best. He's the best." When you're here saying, "Oh, he's buried. Vince is buried." Like, you don't even know what he's doing. Are you in the WWE headquarters? Are you there physically in WWE? Like, are you there in WWE physically? Do you see Vince telling Bray that, yo, you have to lose these matches? Do you see it? Did you see him doing it? No, because you're not in WWE. You don't work for WWE. You're not in that company. So how the fuck would you know? It's just like some of these nincompoops who are trying to say that, yo, it's Alexa's fault why Peyton Royce and Billy Kay got fired. What? So wait. Okay, clearly you're a part of the business. Clearly you work for WWE, so you see what happens. You saw Alexa go to Vince and say, "Yo, I need you to fire Billy Kay and I need you to fire Peyton Royce. It's my fault." Yeah, because I'm a part. I work for that section of the company. The fuck, I'm a wrestler. I have no control over that shit. I'm told what to do. Listen, some of these people act like, yo, listen, brother Nero, it's fine. Dislike the video. I actually don't care. I really don't. It doesn't bother me. That's like one person. It could be 10 person. I got more dislikes than likes. That's fine. I'm still gonna share my opinion. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I don't know who these people are, so why would I care? I don't give a damn. I don't know you. I don't give a damn. It doesn't matter. I'm still gonna say what I want to say. Yo, I never said he was buried. I said I hate the way that he is booked. It's a difference. Well, then how do you not know that Bray has himself get booked that way? How do you know that? How do you not know that? How do you not know that? Again, bro, you don't have to be here. You do not have to be in this live. You really don't. I really wish people would stop trying to tell WWE how to run their business. Again, yo, you want me to give you a good idea, Quadir? You want to Nothing Glorious's comment? You want a good idea? Here's the thing. If you want Bray to be booked properly, get a job with WWE. Go see how it's actually like in the business. Go see how, go test it out. Go see how it is. Do it yourself then. All I'm saying is, again, free for you to have your opinion, bro. Nothing wrong with that. What I'm trying to tell you is this, though. Instead of having that negative outlook that he's always losing and he's booked incorrectly, how about you try to see what they're trying to get done? How about you pay attention to the story rather than just paying attention to the wrestling? Again, the Fiend is supposed to be a supernatural supernatural, demonic entity. That means that he doesn't necessarily care about wins or losses. Because at the end of the day, he's still going to do what he has to do. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, what if WrestleMania Backlash happens and you have another Fiend versus Randy Orton match and he completely destroys Randy? Are you going to still say that you hate the way he's booked? All I'm saying is we got to wait. Try to have a positive outlook. See the bigger picture. Try to see the bigger picture. Okay? And if it doesn't make sense, and if it still ends up, then yes, you're free to rant and do whatever you want to do. But wait first, man. It's only like the second week after WrestleMania, and people are already having these negative outlooks. Just wait. That's all I'm saying, bro. That is all I'm saying. I could care less, okay, if you have this opinion or whatever, bro. I'm not against that shit. That's you. All I'm saying is this. I'm trying to give you an advice. Wait and see what happens first. That's all I'm saying. Just wait and see what happens first. Like, people should be used to this now. Wait until Karrion Kross comes up, bro. If Karrion Kross comes to the main roster and he loses a match, watch what people are going to say. One match he loses and boom, the match written. He's written off. Oh, Karrion Kross was this dominant force in NXT. He was a dominant force in NXT. WWE is a production. It's not just a wrestling show. Some of these people, they seriously believe that this whole he's buried bit of that mentally keeps spewing. I don't know, man. Okay, I thought someone Kane lost so many times and he is a Hall of Famer, or Undertaker lost sometimes and it's so. That's what I'm saying. Undertaker had a streak at WrestleMania, but that doesn't mean that he wasn't incapable of he was losing matches. And nobody was like this. That's just because people back in those days were more understanding. And obviously they weren't diffused with all the entertainment that they be giving us these days. So, these days, there's not a lot of people who think for themselves. A lot of people like to be spoon-fed. The fans don't even realize that there is a reason why some of these wrestlers are out here losing their damn jobs. Because they can't shut. They just, listen, there's reasons behind it. Like, look at Samoa Joe. Everybody was mad about Samoa Joe, but there was a reason why he lost that job. Again, WWE is a business. You're going to put business first. And if they have to do what they have to do, they have to do what they have to do. They couldn't clear him to wrestle. He got released. Not everyone's happy about it. But again, WWE is a business. It's the name of the game. It comes with the game. This is how things go. You're not always going to be happy with what it is that WWE presents to you. You're not always going to be. The Undertaker got squashed by the Great Khali. He got beat by Hidden Ring. He got beat by JBL about 3 times. Characters can lose and recover from it. But that's what I'm trying to say. Look at Bobby Lashley. He was involved with a storyline with Lana. They can recover. This is why I said to someone in the comment section, who's like, oh yeah, the Fiend's too damaged or whatever. And I'm like, Reggie, this is vice versa. They could damage him and build him back just the same way, easy. And everybody will really be back on his side and forget totally that he lost, this match and whatever. Exactly my point, Nathan. It's a business. They have to do what they have to do. At the end of the day, it is what it is. People need to understand this and get used to it and understand the fact that that's just what it is. You're not going to be happy with everything that they do. You're not. And if you want things to play out your way, then go get a job with WWE. Go get a job with WWE. Do it yourself, or, get your own promotion. Start your own promotion or something if you can. I don't know. But stop the complaining. There's just no point. Because you complaining is not getting you anywhere. They're going to still do what they want to do. WWE they don't listen to their fans like that. Of course she did. She's doing great with this character. I want to see someone call Alexa a giving vulture. I really do. Her and the Fiend are still tied at the hip. The Fiend is not an entity that's been written off of TV. It's still a thing. Alexa was trending on Twitter. It's just, for me, it's just so confusing, bro. You know what? The good thing is this. When I went and the video that the WWE released on YouTube for Alexa, and I watched that segment again, and you scroll through the comments, most of it is positive stuff. It's not bad. Most of it is like the women division basically needs it, which they do. Again, scrap those tag team titles. The women's division is not deep enough for there to be tag teams. Honestly, scrap that. It's just holding back that division. There's too many talented women in that division to be held back by these stinking tag titles, man. Scrap that shit. Like, it's not needed. Because then you're just going to keep refreshing the same matches. Like, come on. Okay? SmackDown has the leisure of not always putting on those matches because it's a shorter show. But Raw has to fill in time and space at some point. So they have to keep using these refurbished matches. So it's at a disadvantage. Scrap it. Just scrap the titles, man. Scrap it. The women division does not need it. The women division does need an Alexa's gimmick. That's what's gonna make. Wait until the coming weeks when she starts picking off women one by one and lights start turning off and people start getting attacked. We'll see. And when she starts saying Lily made me do it, we'll see. Just wait until the coming weeks. This is why I'm saying. This is why I don't want people making any final judgment. Again, I can't control a person. I can't control people. Don't get me wrong. But this is why I just don't think it makes sense. You make a final judgment when you know that you're gonna. Certain things might happen that you may enjoy. And Alexa gimmick will stay in the history as a monster in the women's division. People say Alexa's coming for Charlotte. Yeah, that would make sense, but I don't know because the way they're building up Charlotte. WWE made a mistake here, though. They made a mistake by giving Rhea Ripley the belt so early. Literally made a mistake. That's going to damage her character. If they don't make her hold on to that belt for a while, it's going to damage her character bad. Then again, they can build it back up, but I'm just saying, to start her off that way, maybe not really the best idea. People say Alexa's coming for Charlotte. Wait, I just read that one, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, I thought you put it back again. I thought you okay. You guys want to know what I'm having for dinner? Pork chops. Random. You see, this is why I can deal with C. I can deal with C wrestling. Now, I don't always agree with every one of his theories, and that's fine. But you want to know one thing about C? The man's positive. And he's basically stressing the same thing I'd be stressing. Be positive. One, there's two. There's playground and there's funhouse. What the hell? That's two things that you can enjoy. Like, why not? Like, the hell? That's fun. Because at the end of the day, you're still going to enjoy seeing them attack people. No. It's just, I don't know, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The only thing I'm saying is there's nothing wrong with someone having their being upset about something. If they don't like Alexa, they don't like the Fiend, that's fine. All I'm saying is try to have a more positive outlook. Okay, look on the brighter side of things. Wait and see what happens first before you decide to rant or before you decide to be a fanboy. Just wait and see what happens first. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, there's many ways, man. There's many women that are out there. That's why I posed the question. I even asked C, but you never answered. Who do you think? Alexa. Excuse me. Who do you think Alexa's gonna go first? We'll see, bro. We'll see if it happens on Raw. If it doesn't, we'll see. Cause how much you want to bet? If she doesn't show up on Raw on Monday, watch how many people are gonna be like, oh my god. But Alexa just said last week that that the women's division that Lily doesn't like any of them. So why did they not let her? Oh, it doesn't make any sense. Like, bro, wait. Just wait. Like half of the card, the wrestling card for WrestleMania Backlash only has like one match: Bobby Lashley versus I was about to say Roman Reigns. Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. Literally only one match. Just wait. She don't really need that guy's gimmick, bro. That guy's gimmick was badass, but this gimmick is 10 times better in my opinion. I like it a lot more. And I don't know if it's just because I like crazy women in fiction. I think it's because I like crazy women in fiction. Don't ask me if I like crazy women in real life. Nah, not one bit. If my life's endangered, nah. And I don't put anything past a woman. I don't. They're much capable of hurting me. That would be cool. We'll see what happens, bro. Maybe she's going to be cutting promo. All I care about is the fact that she's going to be in the ring. Because I feel like Alexa's not just meant to cut promos. Because that's all she's been doing for how many months now? for the most part. So the fact that she's able to come back and wrestle, you know what I'm saying, is what makes me happy. The fact that I'll get to see her wrestle again. And I will not be upset if she loses matches. I'm telling you guys that from now. That's not upsetting me. I'm telling you that from now. I could care less about that shit. Oh. Nothing glorious, cool TV, me and you both. Me and you both. I find that to be extremely incorrect. Okay, guys, at 8:20 or 8:10, 8:15 rather, I'm shutting down the stream. 8:15. So it's 7:50 right now. 8:50, I'm shutting down the stream because, yeah, when I talk, my throat literally starts hurting me. But I had to rant. I just had to. I had to do something. I swear, the other day I was so vexed that I was going to do a stream, but it was too late. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. But I was cheesed because I was seeing some stuff and I'm like, bro, these people, bro, nah. Yeah, 8:15, 8:15. But then again, don't take my word for it because I may go past that because, yeah, I don't know. But I'm trying to set a time for myself, so 8:15. This guy said my shit timed out. Time out the stream. I just connected you to my internet that's down here. Like, come on. Guys, I got 2 new posters from my room, man. I could see Lily first attack me. Oh, sorry. I meant Lily first attack Nikki. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really care who Alexa goes for first. I just want to see her wrestle again with the gimmick. Honestly. It's kind of interesting to know, though, because if she's going to be picking... She doesn't like anyone in the women's division. That means everybody's expendable. You know what I'm saying? Which means there's a broader range for her to attack. I think that's one of the main differences between her and the Fiend. The Fiend's limited because the way that Bray built the character was to go after the people that did him wrong. And that's not everyone in the men's division. So, but then again, that can always change. But as for Alexa now, no one in the women's division, no one. I don't think anyone on the Raw's division or anyone in the SmackDown division or the NXT division, women's division is liked by Alexa, which means everybody's expendable. Everybody should keep their wits above them because there's a possibility that they can be attacked and they may not even know the reason why they're being attacked. It's just, and the only thing Alexa can say is, Lily made me do it. Straight. She's just following everything Lily's telling her to do. But she is, it's just a weird thing. It's a weird thing. I don't know how to explain it, but it's weird. I just thought I'd pose a question for you guys, man. This stream really shouldn't be struggling right now with the internet. Like, I don't understand what's going on here. Yeah, I would love to see Nikki go back to her old character. That character worked for her. I don't know why they decided to change it, but yeah, that character was working, bro. Before she became sane. I think that Nikki Cross was fire, bro. Nikki wants to play. That shit was fire. So if they change her back to that would be dope. Again, I just like crazy female characters in fiction. I don't know. I always feel like those characters are dope to watch. They're just so much fun to watch. Just seeing them be all psychotic and just make no sense and psychopathic. I don't know. I just find it. I like it. I really don't see Alexa going right after the championship. I feel like but it just not now. I think so far it's just pick people off and just attack randoms. Attack at random. Form when possessed by Lily should be sort of a nuclear option. She should wrestle in her playground form, but if she fails and somebody has to die, that's when Lily appears. That would be cool. Actually, the Fiend follow what Bray wants to target, has his revenge. Yeah, that's what makes him limited. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's just that he goes after the people that he seeks revenge after. Those people who did him wrong in the past. That's why Randy Orton basically is like the culmination to all of that for the most part. Because after Randy Orton, who do you really have? I mean, you do have Roman Reigns and whatever, but those guys are on SmackDown, and the divisions are split. I feel like Alexa will win the championship at SummerSlam, or I don't care whether she gets the championship or doesn't get the championship. Again, my main focus is that she's wrestling again. She's not meant to just sit in the back and cut promos. Nikki Sandy character was great. She should go back to that. Hopefully, she does when she shows back up again. She goes back to just being absolutely a nutcase. Again, I'm a sucker for deep lore, and I'm a sucker for psychopathic women characters in fiction because just watching them, it's like I don't even know. I don't know how to describe it. It's weird, but it's cool. I like it. It's cool. And I don't know. I guess it's because you see that with the men so much that it doesn't have the same appeal like the women because you don't really see it with women a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's what I think makes it cool. A match with Alexa and Hell in a Cell would literally be iconic. Yeah, a run as a champion that has a Dark Alexa could be a very interesting to see what it should happen. Yeah, and there could be different takes. I don't know, man. That's what makes it exciting. So we got to wait and see what happens. After this, I'm gonna get something to eat, bro. Honestly. Nikki's twisted sister gimmick made Dean Ambrose look normal. I've seen someone say that before. I think I've seen a comment like that before where someone said that like Nikki Cross really made Dean Ambrose look like he was relaxed. You know what I'm saying? And I like Dean Ambrose. I liked his character. He was fun to watch too. He wasn't tick, but it was just different, you know? It was kind of like he was sane, but he still was crazy in a way, but like he was I don't know, it was different. But I like Dean Ambrose. But yeah, Nikki's twisted sister thing, she was just weird. Really weird. You know what I'm saying? She was just odd. But she knows how to pull off those characters. I can see Alexa fighting somebody in the ring and transforming into her NXT character. Possibly. Nikki should go back crazy, but I don't think WWE will do it. Honestly, never say never when it comes to WWE. They could do it, and they probably won't do it. You never know. You never know. Excuse me. But yeah. And Nikki Cross to go back to that character. That would be fun to watch too. That would be dope. That would be dope. Again, you don't see a lot of that stuff in the women's, especially when it comes to WWE. You don't really see it a lot in WWE with the women, bro. Most times it's just the same old for the women. That's why the Divas division, the women's division, needs Alexa Bliss to be this character. It needs it right now, bro. I remember when the women's division really started, it switched from Diva to the women's division, bro, and that shit was lit. Like, I remember when it first happened, and me and my bro were like, yo, it's fun because even the women's division, they have like better storylines than the men's division right now. The men's division wasn't saying that, but the women's division had all the lit storylines. They had Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, or whatever. And this was when they were all on the come up, and they all just got there, and it was just litty. Now with the tag team titles in the picture, bro, it's just like, bro, why did you guys bring those things into play? Just eliminate it because it is stopping these women from doing it is what they were born to do. Do you think Alexa could transform into free personalities in the middle of the match? Yeah, it's possible. As long as she's wrestling, it doesn't matter whether she goes Tinkerbell or freaking goddess form or demon form or whatever it is. Bray in the Funhouse mentioned a new. What do you think he meant by that? But I'm waiting for my thing to stop lagging. I'm watching this shit. I don't know why. I don't know how you guys are even still here. Some of you guys, I thought you guys would leave by now because this shit is so bad. This streaming thing, it's not that good. Anyway, Bray in the Funhouse mentioned new friends. What do you think he meant by that? Because it could mean a lot of things. You see, that's the exciting thing. Halloween is lit. That's the exciting thing is the fact that it can go in any direction. I don't really know. That could mean him bringing in different people into the Funhouse and creating a faction. That can mean new puppets. That can mean anything. So we'll just have to wait and see. It could be anything. That's the exciting part. So we have to wait and see what happens. Again, the concept of the funhouse and the playground. One, the funhouse is more bubbly than the playground. I've been saying this from Jump Street. I've always said this. Alexa's a lot more darker than Bray when it comes to their characters. Especially their funhouse version. She comes out across more darker. So it's only natural that the playground is it's a darker version of what the Firefly Funhouse is. Or the Firefly Funhouse is still a dark thing. It's still a dark element, but it's a little bit more bubbly, a little bit more jumpy, not that dark. I couldn't see Bray getting himself new puppets. You never know, man. Anything's possible. Raw in 2017 was deceased, but the one and only people on the show who could get a reaction was Alexa. The women's division was more over than the men's. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I remember there was a specific year where the women's division was lit. Like their storylines were just litty, and the men's division wasn't saying nothing. It was just dry. The playground is more rated R, and the funhouse is more PG-13. You never know what Bray. With Bray, I could see new puppets. Yeah, anything's possible. Nothing's glorious. Anything's possible. Nathan, anything's possible. Like to all you guys, just anything's possible, man. We don't know, man. It could be new people. You know what I'm saying? Like a Liv Morgan or it could be anyone. Or it could be new puppets. It could be anything. We don't know. I don't know. But I think you're right, Brendan. I think it was around 2017, 2018, where the women's division was it was evident that they just had the better storylines. I don't know what the men's division was saying, but it was weak and there was nothing going on for it. It was just pretty trash. It was garbage. There was nothing going on with it. The women's had all the sicker storylines, and it was a lot more entertaining to watch. Now look, they introduced tag titles for the women's division, and they know their women's division is not that deep for them to have a tag team title thing in. And if Vince doesn't like tag teams, why would you try and go and create more? Anyway, I don't know. Why bring new people? He said no cloud chasing. I think he was calling Alexa a cloud chaser. I don't know, man. These are all questions that we have to wait to see when they answer. Alexa told the story of how she was attacked with a little girl. Attacked a little girl in her playground. Bray went sovereign preacher on the funhouse. She's definitely darker. She's been darker for quite a long time now. I think he's talking about Alexa bringing new people. I mean, she could. Again, anything's possible. Yeah, but no, Alexa's established herself as the darker character from a long time ago. We've been saying that from a long time ago. You know, for we've done multiple streams up until now, and I'm pretty sure all of us agreed on the fact. I think even in the earlier streams that like she has a darker personality when we come to like funhouse personas. No, he wasn't saying about himself not being a cloud chaser anymore. Again, Nathan, at the end of the day, I don't know. It could be anything. He could bring new people. He could get more puppets. It could be anything, really. I don't know. We just have to wait and see. So I will not make any judgments on that until I see more. But for now, it could be anything. That's the fun part of it. Excuse me. The Raw's men's division was dead like that back then because Brock was sitting at home with the Universal Championship. Yeah, I remember that. I remember not seeing the Universal Championship for months, and I'm like, where's the Universal Championship? Evident, yeah. For all those people who are really saying that she's a gimmick vulture, I really want to know, because I'm like, bro, there's a fundamental difference between the playground and the funhouse. From the theme, from the very theme, it's darker. The theme is a more distorted version of the Firefly Funhouse theme. From the theme itself, it's darker. You should. It's so evident. It's like right there, sitting in front of your face. People said if Alexa and Liv ever tag team, they could be Liv. It could be called. That would be a fun tag to watch, for sure. I see still some people that Bo is still the Fiend, even though from the day the Fiend came back, that was Bray. I don't know where people got that was Bo. Just because, it looked like he lost weight or whatever. So it's not possible for Bray to lose weight during all that time. He was gone for 4 months, for God's sake. Who knows what he was doing in the 4 months? He wasn't on Twitter. He wasn't active. So nobody knows what he was doing. He could have gone and just put off weight and came back in a lot more better shape. Who knows? I don't know where people got that bullshit from. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Man, I'm really hungry. Again, guys, it's exciting. We'll see what happens, bro. I know that I personally am excited to see what happens. I'm excited to see where the story goes from here, man. I'm excited to see women get picked off and get absolutely destroyed. Like, I want to see like Alexa like beating up somebody and like she's about to break their ankle and she's like right there trying to break their ankle. Like she continuously be stomping on their ankle trying to break it, and someone having to come save that person. And Alexa looking at them and said, "Lily made me do it. Lily is the reason why I'm trying to hurt her right now." You know what I'm saying? Never taking responsibility for her actions. Oh, I know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? I don't really hate that guy, to be honest, but like, if I watch his videos, I know what you're talking about. His name's Wrestling CC, World Wrestling World something. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's somebody else. That's Sports Wrestling something. I know what you're talking about. I don't know when they'll take the ball off for Roman, but yeah. You know what Roman needs? He needs Jimmy. They need Jimmy and Jay. Where the hell is Jimmy, bro? I keep asking this question. He should be clear by now. Nah, we'll see what happens. Bro, I don't understand why this live chat here is not even working. Oh, wait. Jimmy's at home playing on his PlayStation. Is that because of Xavier Woods? Yeah, because Alexa's just up here. She's not. She's not. Up here, she's just not. She's not where she needs to be. Oh, whoa! What show is this? What? What did this neighbor just say? Hold on. Sorry, guys, I'm checking something. Yeah, Alexa, Alexa don't follow rules, man. Alexa, she stay cursing. She just she's a psychotic. She's a different type of case, She's just up here. She's not. Yeah. It would be interesting to see a battle between Alexa versus Becky when Becky does this armor. Alexa could just no react. How do I feel about Becky Lynch? I was never a fan of the man character. It was too much. I couldn't get with it. It was like they're trying to get Becky to do something, and it just felt forced. Yeah, I heard that. Congratulations to Ronda. I love the man character. I mean, that's understandable. I personally couldn't get with it, bro. It felt forced to me. It felt like too much. Like she was just supposed to be like extremely dominant and like just I don't know. It was yeah. What Brother Nero said. It's just like her really just trying way too hard to be Stone Cold, and it wasn't working. I liked her 10 times better way before she became the man character. After she became the man, it was just I don't know. I found it a little bit too hard to digest. But I mean, if you liked it, you liked it. I just couldn't get with it that hard, to be honest. I wonder if Lily's gonna have an invincibility like the Fiend. Honestly, I suggest that she don't. I suggest that they make it clear from now that it is possible for Alexa to lose matches. Because I don't know, man. Like, I just can't take it, though. The constant complaining. I wonder if Lily is gonna have. Okay, I read that. Sorry guys, man. I'm a bit tired, and my stomach is killing me. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna try to be consistent with these streams, man. I really am. Try to be. You know, it's actually possible for your brain, for you to train yourself to do that. It all has to deal with the brain. The brain controls the majority of your body. I think he said that you can teach yourself to not feel pain. And I think that what storyline was that against? He was against I think it was Seth Rollins or something. Or no, he just had the title. He had the title on him. Maybe it was Daniel Bryan. I can't remember who it was. But I know a promo you're talking about. I don't remember if he said it the way that you're saying it though. I don't really remember. Yes, it was against The Miz. Yes, you're right. You're right. It was against The Miz. The Miz is like the only character that really has gone up against Bray, but not the Fiend. He's just gone up against Bray. So much potential, guys, but we gotta wait until Monday, man. We gotta wait until Monday. But yo, until then, we'll see what happens, bro. You guys keep the theories up. I'm gonna close down the stream. I was never planning to go this long, but I did say 8:15, and my stomach is killing me. So Alexa will not feel pain. So no pain. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what you were trying to get. That was your point. Okay, I got you, Nathan. Again, thank you guys for joining me here on the stream. Anytime I feel like ranting, sometimes I just wanna get on stream and just start ranting, but I realize I don't wanna. The best be watch. I've never seen that before. Playground Alexa and Dark Alexa don't need to be separated like Bray and the Fiend. She doesn't have to wrestle under the guise of Lily or Liv. The way she can be presented as beatable. That way she can be presented as beatable. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want her to be presented as beatable because if they just go down the same route, I just know that